Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. Go to f2bbs.com. www.f2bbs.com. The last bastion of free speech on the interweb. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the Paul Pluta channel. Today guys, I'm doing paid review 21 QA78. And before we start this, a quick wristwatch check. What am I wearing? Polar Explorer 2. This is the 42mm beauty. Okay, dear Mr. ArchieLuxury, I've sent you $50 for a paid review. My name is Zach. I'm 27 years old from California. Right now, I own two watches that I'm proud of. When I turned 25, I bought a Rolex Explorer 114270 from a dealer in Los Angeles for $4,000. About a year later, I won a poker tournament and spent $5,200 in prize money on a Rolex Submariner, a 14060. Neither watch has box or papers. I wear the Explorer daily as I prefer the solid end links and working lume. I also like the Explorer as it flies under the radar. I wear the 14060 on weekends, and I'm happy with the purchase, especially since it would cost more to get the same piece just 2 years later. What do you think of my two-piece meal deal? Picture attached. This past year, I lucked into about $25,000 US from speculative stocks and cryptocurrencies that I am taking profits on. So I want to buy another watch to make my two-piece combo into a small steel sports collection. I'm looking at the following: a 116520 Daytona white dial, 50th anniversary Kermit sub, or a 16710 GMT Master 2 Pepsi. I'm not a fan of the new ceramic bezels and I like the old slimmer cases. I'm looking for an exceptional example of a collectible piece with box and papers. What is the best 90s to 2000s steel sports Rolex? Best regards, Zach. Best regards, Zach. And he sent me some pictures there. What else can I say? That's it. That's it. Okay, gotcha. So there we go. We've got a young guy, well, youngish guy. He's got two really cool pieces. And he's a professional poker player. I don't like this. Gamblers. You know what happens to gamblers, don't you? Yep. I'm going to tell you because I think it's important someone tells you. And it may as well be Uncle Arch. That's correct. It may as well be Uncle Arch. See, the problem is with gamblers, they think it's a sure thing. And unfortunately, it usually isn't the case. And I got a good friend of mine, you know, my good friend, the Seuss brothers. Anyhow, one of them, he's very good friends with a guy who's a professional poker player. And about 15 years ago, he won about $250,000, which was a lot more money. That's like $500,000 today. And let me tell you what's happened to him. Well, what's happened to him? Obviously, he should have bought a house. That house would now be worth $750,000. He should have bought an apartment, $750,000. But no, he decided to concentrate on professional poker tournaments and playing. And unfortunately, he's actually kind of broke. Yes, very kind of broke. And it's embarrassingly broke. And this is the problem. People who have a lot of these wins like this, you got to walk away and don't come back. And I get the feeling just how you've written this email, Zach, in a couple of years' time, you won't have anything. You could be very rich, you could be dirt poor. So I think, Zach, it's about time we kind of say to you, man, that's great to have this as a hobby, but you got to live in moderation. Now, Zach, what do I think of your two-piece collection? You've got a Rolex Explorer 1. That's the 36 mil. That's actually a nice watch. Little bit small, but it's actually quite cool. I actually like the 36. I've owned my first Rolex was a 1016, which was the model before the one you've got. Actually, two models before the one you've got. And that was great. And I've also owned the 14270, which is the one without the solid end links. Great watch, great watch. And you've got a no date sub 14060. Nice. I wouldn't say vintage. This is more classic. Okay. So I got to be totally honest with you. You got to realize this gambling thing, you're not going to make a full-time quid out of this. I hope you've got a day job. Because everything you seem to do is sort of gambling. Like this past year, I lucked into about 25,000 from speculative stocks and cryptocurrencies. Now, I got to be totally honest with you. Not only are you gambling in the poker, but you're gambling in speculative stocks and cryptocurrencies. Now, we've had a very big rise in the market. COVID has actually pushed the share market up, and you've done really well. But Zach, I get the feeling you're getting too much easy money. Too much easy money is not a good thing. You got to thank the bejesus and say, thank you, Jesus. This was a blessing. I'm not going to be like a dick who's continually looking again and again and again for the next win. I'm going to walk away from the table and say, be very thankful. I had a good experience, but I'm going to actually work hard in a career and my life. Because, Zachy, I can tell you this here. You sound like a real arrogant prick, okay? I'm going to say this to you again, just in case you missed what I said. You sound like a real arrogant prick. You sound like you had a few wins. Man, this isn't the Wild West. We're smoking out, people. This is real life. Okay, you lucked out. 25,000. Not a huge amount of money, but very sizable. I got to be totally honest with you. You're behaving like a bit of a dick there. Okay. So what would I get then if it was me? I would go to David SW. That's where I would go. I would go to David SW and see what you can get. I got to say, with the if you had a choice of a 116520 Daytona white dial, I got to say that is Daytonas are they are a magic watch. What a great way to remember this event. Now the thing is, you're only up if you stop investing in risky shit. Okay, you're only up if you can walk away. If you keep investing, want to go back for that win time and time again, you know what's going to happen. You're going to walk away broke. Okay. So I seriously would say to you, I would seriously say to you, what do I think of the Daytona? I think the Daytona, that could be winner. David SW's got one for 26.5, a black dial. I'd probably prefer the black dial. Pay a little bit more. Box Papers one. The 50th anniversary Kermit, I'd say you don't need another sub because you've already got a sub. I would seriously say the GMT, the 16710, I'd probably go that way. I reckon that's where I would go. As David SW's got a really nice Coke. Actually, he's got a very rare one, just under 20. It's a 3186 movement. Now that was the the new movement that went into the last of the last. So that they're kind of, to be completely honest with you, I'd probably get a Batgirl. David SW's got Batgirls at 18. Or a Pepsi, just maybe. You don't like the new ones, man, that's okay. If you want to keep your collection true, okay. Look, there's some good choices there. I would buy it and stop speculating in crap, okay? My advice, because I can see this tail here. You are really gambler. So you poker? You got look at the vices here. Poker, you know, your poker tournament, big money, 5,000. That's how much you spent on the prize. 5,000 in prize. Okay, you're playing with high stakes. You're playing speculative stocks, okay, and cryptocurrency. This is all gambling. Next, you're going to tell me you got a sex addiction and a bit of a booze problem. They all go hand in hand, okay? So, to be completely frank and honest with you, Zach, I worry about you because it's only a win if you can walk away now and say, I'm not going to do this gambling. I'm not going to do the gambling. I'm not going to speculative stocks, cryptocurrencies. Man, this is winner. Come on, man. This is gambling. Just go to Vegas and put it on black. That's my advice. Man, it's only a win. Walk away. What a young man needs, I don't know what part of America you're in. Oh, you're in California. House prices are dear there. I reckon you want to buy some sort of condo, an apartment, a condominium. You want to have a reasonable car. You want to have an honest job. You want to live a good life. You don't want this instant money. I'm seeing too many gambling. Gamblers always talk about the wins. What about the losses? I think you may have a problem. And the sad thing is, I don't think the money's going to last. I think you're going to risk it all and all be gone. It'll have more woe than a country music song. Okay? So, what would I get? Okay, so let's be honest with you. I think you got a beautiful collection. Doesn't matter they don't have papers. That's not the end of the world. They're good Rolexes. You got an Explorer 1 and you got a sub no date. Two beautiful icons. Personally, I reckon I would be adding either the Daytona or the GMT because it gives you a nice little 3 beautiful pieces. I'd probably, if you can really stretch to the Daytona, get the Daytona. Get the Daytona. That is a magic piece. What a great story. You had a bit of a win, but you got to walk away from this investing in garbage. Okay, remember this. A stop clock is right twice a day. Eventually, you keep taking the gamble. You sound like you got a gambling problem. And I don't like where this is heading. I think it's getting way out of control. And I think it's dangerous. I think it's very dangerous. The answer to happiness is not instant wins. It's to have a simple life. Have the 3 Rolex, walk away, winner, chicken dinner. But if you're going to keep gambling in crap, it's inevitable. Your numbers aren't going to come up. And you're going to lose everything. It's only a win if you walk away from the table and cash the chips in. Guys, I think he's got a nice 2-piece already. I'd add, as I said, the Daytona or the GMT. What a beautiful collection. But I'm scared you're going to lose it all through your own stupidity and greed and ego. Guys, tell me what you think. Put some comments below. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't be afraid to get a paid review done because I can't survive on the Google ads. Guys, Google ads is a pittance. I really do need your support to keep me on YouTube. Without your support, I would sink and die. Guys, I need paid reviews. I need you to sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a small amount of money every month, and then I can make content for you. What a cool idea. I do a video, I give you direct advice, I analyze your problem, and I give you the best advice I can. If you've got a gambling problem and you're acting like a dick, like this guy, I will damn well tell you. Okay, I will tell you. If I tell you to walk away from the table, I'm telling you as a friend. Well, as a paid professional. Well, as a paid pontiff. Guys, you can also sponsor me on Patreon. I try and have a situation with my Patreon members. I'm contacting them a few times a week just to send them funny videos, keep them in the loop. Guys, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. See you later. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.